Welcome to this session of Current Affairs by Mendior GK and parent company PrepQ. In these sessions of Current Affairs, we discuss exam-oriented questions. Questions which can appear in any of the government exams like SSC, CGL or IBPS, PO and clerical both, or the Railway Recruitment Board exams, or even the LIC exams, or any other government exam where current affairs matters. We also focus on some of the MBA entrance exams like CMAT conducted by AICTE or TestNet conducted by the Tata Institute of Social Sciences, and even exams like SNAP conducted by Symbiosis. So if you're aspiring for any of these exams, stay with us every day for 10 to 15 minutes and you should be adequately geared up on current affairs at least. The date today is 14th of June 2019. And here is the first question for the day. Which Indian is the sole one to feature on Forbes 2019 list of world's highest paid athletes? The correct answer here is Virat Kohli. World over, people are always interested in wealthy people, rich people, famous people, and Forbes every year brings out a list of wealthy people from across the spectrum. So in this list of highest paid athletes, highest paid sports persons, Virat Kohli is the only Indian to feature at the 100th position of this list. Now, this list was announced for 2019 on June 11th, and his earnings, Virat Kohli's total earnings are $25 million. This list is topped by Lionel Messi, a footballer from Argentina, whose earnings stand at $127 million. In fact, the top three sports persons to earn the biggest salary last year were all footballers. So after Messi, we had Ronaldo at rank 2 and the third rank was Neymar. All of them above $90 million in earning for last year. On fourth rank, we had Canelo Alvarez, who is a boxer, a professional boxer, and the fifth rank was for Roger Federer. He's a tennis player. Now, Messi actually toppled Floyd Mayweather, who was again a heavyweight boxer, who has been the topper of this list 4 times in the last 7 or 8 years. But this year, the only Indian to figure on the list of wealthy sports persons in the top 100 of wealthy sports persons is Virat Kohli, the only Indian. Next question, what is the name of cyclone that was expected to hit Gujarat? The correct answer is Vayu. So Vayu was the only cyclone that was expected to hit Gujarat recently. Now, let us understand what exactly is a cyclone. A cyclone is a large air mass that rotates about a center of a low atmospheric pressure area. So the center of a cyclone is called as an eye, and that is an area of low atmospheric pressure. And a large air mass rotates about this eye of low atmospheric pressure. Henry Piddington was the person who coined the term cyclone, and he wrote around 40 articles on cyclones while researching from Calcutta. And because of the Coriolis effect, the wind flow around a large cyclone is counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Another thing that I would like to mention here is that cyclones Fani, Gaja and Varda, all of them had affected the eastern coast of India. In fact, Fani had actually affected Odisha, while Gaja and Varda prominently affected Andaman Nicobar and the Malaysian Peninsula, and in some cases Java and Sumatra areas also. Next question, on which day World Day Against Child Labour is observed? The correct answer is 12th of June. So this day was established by the International Labour Organization, ILO, in 2002. And this year, every year they have a theme on which they work. This year, the theme is children should not work in fields but on dreams, obviously on their own dreams. Child labor is employment of children below the age of 14 years. By law, that is how child labor is defined as. 14 to 18, they are known as adolescents. But below the age of 14, Child Labor Prohibition Act in 1986 bans child labor in many professions: domestic labor, hospitality, hotels, motels, spas, etc. There are many other industries where they are banned. Now, mind you, the idea is to ensure that these children have a healthy development as well as they have access to education opportunities. And because of which the Right to Education Act was promulgated in India. And this Right to Education Act ensures all children between the age of 6 to 14 years a free education. Child labor is allowed in some areas like agriculture labor. Now, child labor cannot be totally eradicated or eliminated from India because of socio-economic reasons. The 2011 census put the number of child laborers in India to around 10.1 million. India, in fact, is home to the largest number of child laborers in the world. Next question. Who has been appointed as the deputy leader of BJP in Lok Sabha? The correct answer is Thawar Chand Gehlot. So, is Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment, and now he has been given a new role and he's replaced Arun Jaitley as the deputy leader of BJP in the Lok Sabha. Arun Jaitley has opted out of the government this time, citing health reasons. Next, which country is going to host the G7 summit in August 2019? The correct answer is France. Now, what is this G7? G7 is a group of 7 highly advanced and highly industrialized countries in the world. In fact, these 7 countries account for 58% of the world's wealth. You can imagine the disparity which these 7 countries have vis-a-vis the rest of the world. So, it's going to be held, this G7 summit is going to be held in Biarritz in France in the month of August. The 44th G7 summit was held in Quebec in Canada. And as I told you, G7 is a collective group of world's most developed and industrialized economies. Now, which countries are these? They are France, Italy, Japan, Canada, USA, UK, and Germany. Even China does not figure in this group of G7. India, in fact, has accepted an invitation to join in one of the sessions of G7 summit this year. And as I told you, G7 countries represent 58% of world wealth. Next question. Mekathoti Sucharitha is the first woman minister from SC community who has also been appointed the Home Minister of a state. From which state has she been appointed as the Home Minister? Now, out of all these 4 states, Andhra Pradesh recently had elections, and hence the correct answer should be Andhra Pradesh. So she has been appointed as the Home Minister of Andhra Pradesh. So she has been elected from the Pratipadu constituency in Guntur. Next question. Which country won gold medal in all 4 events in the 24th edition of ITTF, International Table Tennis Federation World Tour Hong Kong Open? Now, out of these, the correct answer is China. Hong Kong Open was first held in 2018 and it comprises both men and women's singles as well as doubles. The prize money is $175,000 US. Next question. Who is appointed as the Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister Modi? The correct answer is Nrupendra Mishra. So Nrupendra Mishra and PK Mishra have been appointed as Principal Secretary and Additional Principal Secretary. So appointments of both these people will be coterminous. That means they will have the same term as the Prime Minister Modi's term. So they will be coterminous with the term of our Prime Minister. Next question. Who has set up a 6-member committee to review ATM interchange fee structure? Obviously, this can be set up only by RBI. So the correct answer is RBI. and VG Kannan is the head of the committee. And the committee, the objective is to give support, to give fillip to ATM deployment in unbanked areas. That is one of the objectives. Another objective is to review the current structure of costs, charges, surcharges, interchange, fee for ATM transactions. So the head of the committee will be VG Kannan, and RBI has set up this 6-member committee to review ATM interchange fee structure. Next question. Who is going to use green fuel for spacecraft for the first time? The correct answer here must be NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration. So NASA will test this high performance green material as well as compatible propulsion system in space this month. And they have a program running for this by the name of GPIM, Green Propellant Infusion Mission. So what does it do? It is developing an alternative to conventional chemical fuels for space launches. So it has been developed by Air Force Research Laboratory. The propellant blends hydroxyl ammonium nitrate with an oxidizer and allows it to burn and create an alternative to hydrazine that is commonly used in modern spacecraft. So it's a blend of hydroxyl ammonium nitrate with an oxidizer. Green fuel is also known as biofuel, is a type of fuel distilled from plants and animal materials believed to be more environment friendly than the widely used fossil fuels that power most of the world. And NASA, the National Aeronautics Space Administration, it's a space agency of America, just as ISRO is the space agency of India and Roscosmos, that of Russia. So who's going to use this green fuel? The correct answer is NASA of America. So with this, we have reached the question for the day today. And I have 3 questions for you, 2 related to GK and 1 related to the videos. Please answer all of them in the comment section. The first question, who has the top ranking in Forbes list of highest paid athletes this year? Second, what is the meaning of the term eye of a cyclone? So if you know the answer to these 2 questions, please write them in the comment section, and also write an answer to the next question that I am going to ask you in the comments box. Now, a few of you have suggested to me to have a definite time to release the videos every day. How many of you feel that we should release the videos at a definite time? And if you have any time of the day in mind, please do let us know. We will try to accommodate this request to the best of our capacity. If you're a CAT aspirant, you can log on to myprepq.com to access 3 wonderful courses on CAT. For free resources, you can look at these 3 free resources: Mend Your Maths, Mend Your Reasoning, mendyourgk.com. And if you're looking for career advice, please contact me on this number. I will be happy to answer your queries. That's all for now. Thank you so much.